So I'm just outside the Dorman Museum in Middlesbrough, Albert Park. I've not been here since primary school. To be honest, it used to bore me to tears. But you don't appreciate things like that when you're young. So the reason I've been in, there's an exhibition going up. I think it's the end of this month. A Middlesbrough exhibition. It's got like Graham Souness's shirts in there, Juninho's World Cup winning shirt in there. But they're doing a whole wall on Brian Clough on some of his old kind of shirts and bits. And so I was invited in to have a look and have a talk with them. Obviously, my Cloughie green jumper on. But yeah, it's going to be. Do you know what? Any football fan in Teesside, that is an absolute. You've got to go in there. As I said, anyone who was anyone in Middlesbrough football's history is the stuff's in there. It's incredible. It's literally a treasure chest of just old bits of history. And we were talking. Apparently, around the corner was the pub where Middlesbrough Football Club was actually founded. Over 100 years ago. Of course, they went out of business in '86, come back. But that's where it all started, kind of not too far away. But yeah, the exhibition is going to be up at the end of the month, and there's going to be a Brian Clough special, whole wall on Brian Howard Clough. Speaking of Cloughie, so that there. Now a lot of people go, that wasn't the Ria's calf. Because there was 5, so there's one in the Cleveland Centre, there was 2 on Linthorpe Road, and there was one in the Porthole Calf, and that was the original. So that was where Brian met Barbara in 1958. They had a date, and they had a milkshake in Ria's Calf, which was obviously Chris Ria's family. Obviously he's passed away now, but there's still a lot of the Ria family in Middlesbrough. And it's ironic how the biggest Middlesbrough personality of all time, Clough, met his missus in Ria's Calf, the voice of Middlesbrough, as far as I'm concerned. So that was where the original was in 1958. But yeah, anyone who's absolutely obsessed with old Big Ed, and I've just said this on a video, it's ironic how Cloughie got an OBE years later, because his nickname, of course, was Old Big Ed, OBE. But the Dorman's Museum, it's going to open in a couple of weeks. The Gazette are going to be involved, BBC Tees and all that, and is an absolute must for any of the history buffs or football mad people like myself. Check it out, end of the month.